Imagine a world where a simple scratch could be a death sentence. Scary, isn't it? Travel back in time to an era before the mid-20th century, a period often referred to as the pre-antibiotic era. During these times, humanity stood vulnerably against an array of bacterial infections that we now often take for granted as treatable nuisances. Life expectancy was significantly shorter, and the quality of life was compromised by diseases that could, and often did, turn fatal. In this world, common ailments like tuberculosis, pneumonia, and even infections from minor cuts and injuries had the potential to claim lives. Tuberculosis, known as the White Plague, was particularly notorious, casting a shadow of fear across entire communities. Pneumonia wasn't far behind, being one of the leading causes of death. The tools to combat these deadly invaders were rudimentary at best, often limited to quarantine, rudimentary surgeries, and herbal remedies whose efficacy was unreliable. The general public was exceedingly vulnerable. Medical treatments that we consider basic today were either non-existent or in their infancy. Antiseptics and improved surgical techniques were just beginning to make an appearance, yet they were not enough to turn the tide against microbial adversaries. The grim reality was that a lot of medical battles against infections ended in loss, not due to lack of effort, but because there was no real weapon against the invisible threats. Hospitals, rather than being places of healing, were often seen as gateways to the afterlife, where many entered but far fewer exited in better health. The fear and uncertainty that bacterial infections brought about were a constant companion to those living in the pre-antibiotic era, affecting every aspect of social and personal life. Imagine the anxiety of every cough, the fear behind every fever, the dread of any wound. This was normal life before antibiotics. It was an era where the human race was in an ongoing, losing battle against microscopic foes. Then, a groundbreaking discovery changed everything.